for president. Talk about liars. You know, this super Christian, what's his name? Rafael Cruz Jr., whose daddy says he might be the Messiah returned. Now, Rafael Cruz, he claims to be a super Christian Jr., the boy Cruz, the strange, freaky-looking one. What was the Munster boy's name? Eddie Munster, yeah. He claims to be a super Christian and just grinds on people about that, doesn't he? Huh? And, of course, one of the Ten Commandments that allegedly came from Cruz's God said not to bear false witness. Well, remember during the caucuses in Iowa where Cruz put out a phony mailing that went to Republican voters saying that Ben Carson was going to drop out and that he, Rafael, should get the votes. Well, now he's done it again. The way this story broke out, it has to do with Marco Rubio. Poor little Marco Polo. According to the Times, moments after Rubio left the stage at a rally yesterday, one of his top advisors summoned reporters and handed each a sheet of paper. On it was a completely invented photo. It was Marco Polo Rubio shaking hands with Barack Obama in front of the Capitol in Washington. Except, of course, it was a real shitty job. I mean, whoever photoshopped that just didn't know what they were doing, and it looked awful. And the caption underneath it, well, on one side of this photograph, alleged photograph, is the sentence, the Rubio-Obama Trade Pact. And then it says, Rubio cast the deciding vote to fast-track 3 highly secretive trade deals negotiated by Obama. The image, of course, is false. You know, I'm so old, I can remember a time when a member of Congress, whether it was Democrat or Republican, House or Senate, would have been happy to have a picture out shaking hands with whoever the President of the United States was. Jesus, that was a long time ago. Anyway, Raphael's campaign did not deny that the image was bullshit, was something they came up with. It was a lie, another one of Rafael Cruz's sloppy-ass Christian things, I guess. A top Cruz aide, one Rick Tyler, told CNN, quote, 2 days before the presidential primary in South Carolina, and they want to talk about a picture we used? No, we don't want to talk about a picture you used, you hypocritical son of a bitch. We want to talk about the fact that you and your Messiah candidate are nothing but liars. But the Christians who will vote for Ted Cruz, or as we call him here in the Malloy compound, Raphael Jr., the Christians who will vote for him are all hypocrites. They don't give a shit. I mean, so Raphael lies. So he can always ask forgiveness. That's the beauty of Christianity. I don't think it was intended to be that way, that you could just lie your ass off and then get pardoned, more or less. I know the Catholics like to use that. You just go talk to the priest in the confessional booth, and he'll give you some penance to do, and you're home free. But the evangelicals who don't, the Protestants who don't subscribe to that, they just lie their asses off because they know that all they have to do is go home and say, "Dear God, I lied. Please forgive me." You're forgiven. Oh, thank you. So Raphael's out there lying and lying and lying and lying and lying. But what would you expect from someone who beats everybody over the head with his faux Christianity? Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. You know, the Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. You can begin in the morning with Bill Press and then end your day screaming with me, Mike Malloy, weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.